like our Apollos. For most of it's like just parts and stuff like that. So we have a lot of stuff from AAE, which is in Prescott. So that's kind of our sister company there that does like all of our plastic stuff. So like our plastic covers, they do all of that for us. So they do some of our Apollo Pros and some things like that too. So that's pretty much what this whole area is just warehouse storage and all that kind of stuff. So I guess we just got a shipment in. I don't know.
22 pallets.
22 pallets. And then this up here is like one of my favorite pieces of art, like that I've ever seen. So that is just like the coolest thing.
It's like timeless.
The coolest painting that I've ever seen. So I absolutely love that piece. It's like the closer you look at it in the details, like the clouds, like you know, it's like everything about it's so cool. So that's one of my favorite pieces. And then we'll kind of start over where I normally start the tour. So we'll kind of backtrack a little bit. So basically from here all the way around kind of the corner is going to be our production facility, right? So we have 15 some odd production workers here. So this is either our HID section or the private label aircraft flights that I was mentioning earlier.
Cool.
So if you look around, I mean, you'll be able to see a bunch of different stuff all over the place. We clearly have memorabilia, so that's kind of like our old cover wall. So those are just kind of a look at some of the covers that we used to have. So we used to supply the military with parts for their Hummers, things like that. Those are some motorcycle specific brackets for the big carbon HID pods and things like that too. So
cool.
It's just kind of cool stuff all over the place is what I really like about it. So then again, more just raw parts over here. As we move this way, you can kind of see those are the big HIDs, the 6x9s that were on the military vehicles back then. And we actually have upstairs, we have a bucket of those that are all shot up with bullet holes in them and like were in some explosions and fires and stuff. And so we have like that and then a letter from the military. So it's kind of cool to see some of the history that we used to have too. So that's a little bit of that stuff. So then this is again HID stuff. So our big carbon pods that the race truck drivers use. That's this kind of whole section over here. I mean, obviously there's nothing being worked on right now, but then Pro 6 is over here. So Dina is the person for us that does all of our Pro 6 work. So that's the jig that everything gets assembled on. So she does all the assembly here. So a lot of Williams is the final assembly of all of the goods that we get in. So some of it's globally sourced, whether it's from our factory in Taiwan, then those parts come here, and then we do all the final quality control, and then all the assembly here as well. So that's what a lot of it is. And then I guess we're working on some stuff over here. So these are our Apollo Pros. These are the small, like 4-inch or the 5-inch Apollo Pros. So a lot of it's like this. Like these are all made in Prescott. So these are all made in USA. So these are the ones that are made right down the street by you guys. And then they'll come up here, and then we'll kind of do the final assembly on everything. So that's a little bit closer of a look at like what's going to be normally going on here. These are your inserts for your Pro 6. So this is the actual light itself, and then like I was saying, that ring just kind of clamps it together. So we use these both in the Pro 6s and in our Pro Sport LEDs and in our daylighters. So we have a kit that swaps the old halogens out for like an LED retrofit. So it's the same optics that go in all of it. So it's kind of cool. Kind of cool to see. Let me go this way. So then as we kind of like work this way, now we're starting to get into the fully assembled, packaged, like ready to go goods, right? So everything kind of this way is ready to ship out. So that's what all of this stuff is. These down here, these are the same Apollo Pros with that plastic backing, but some of those are for AutoZone, so we have big AutoZone orders that go out. Cool. A lot of what that stuff is. And then over here is art section. So this is our shipping station. Doodle Beans, would you like to talk about your shipping setup?
This shipping.
Pretty much like we get our incoming orders from online or from our stuff. I get the orders, and me and my minion, we go and pick all the parts, and then yeah, we pretty much ship every single thing. You know, every single KC from around the world pretty much came out from here.
So we were laughing because Ollie was like, I guess I didn't have to ship you
Yeah,
a
no.
light bar. So literally finished here, went to my house, and then I brought it back to me.
Exactly. I told him that too. I was like, he's coming back up?
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah.
So we've been here since well, this building started to get built in 74. I don't know if it was finished in 74 or 75. In the meantime, we were in downtown Williams while this was being built. And so then, since we moved in here, it was built for us. Pretty much everything is shipped out of those doors, whether it's
This is it.
an Arizona order or an order going to Japan or to Australia. So
That's cool.
pretty much everything has gone out those doors. So it's kind of cool to see like the history that we have in this place. As a company, like this is it, right?
Yeah,
Like, this building is
This is what happened.
everything. Yeah. So it's cool. We love it up here.
You guys want your games factory for this?
This right here.
So the games happened?
This is
Nice.
Gatorade Gaming
come in and get your protein bar. I got it created now.
Dang. We got our Larry Chen signed photo sitting on the
Oh,
workbench.
Oh yeah, that's me.
That's big. Heck yeah.
There's like cool stickers everywhere you look. So
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta like, keep your eyes peeled for like. So again, this is all apparel and like finished packaging stuff pretty much here.
This is my office. This is where the magic happens. I like when somebody
So
the truth.
all of this now is new. Like before we just have a giant yellow display stand that's standing right here. And it was pretty ugly before. So we finally decided to make this a little bit more welcoming. So we have our display wall here and then our kind of light wall here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for the logo? No.
That's on the
Oh,
left.
there it goes.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's
So-
cool.
Very.
This was actually, this was actually inspiration taken by a mountain biking company
Mhm.
in California. They had something very similar to that, and we went and visited them. And it was like, whoa, that's freaking cool. We have to do that. Like, we're the lighting
Yeah.
company. Like, we need a
Yes.
lit up logo
Seriously.
too. And then this one was actually one of our ambassadors. The wife made that for us.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Beautiful.
it was meant to be hung on the wall, but I was like, there's nowhere in here that I can hang it. I was like, okay, well, let's screw some legs onto it and turn it into a table.
Mhm.
So it's kind of our new entry table. So this is our little coffee station that we are just now kind of setting up too. So,
Mhm.
you know, the goal is when we have a lot of walk-ins, like people can come in, feel welcome, feel like a part of the family. Like if you want to hang out, if it's snowing out, like, hey, drink some coffee,
More than
like
welcome
just
to
come
come
hang
in.
out. Like
Yeah.
we'll put the TV,
Yeah.
we can put on the Fieldcraft YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like literally, like we do it all. So it's like, oh yeah. So this is when it was 1978. So
Jealous trucks.
obviously we used to own some semis, but this little archway used to be sitting like right outside. It's gone now. Nobody knows what the purpose of it was, and nobody knows when it disappeared. But the little
But it's not there
archway.
anymore.
Yeah. So yeah. So this is probably like one of the first photos we have of the building. So kind of cool.
Yeah, very.
Pretty sweet. So then move back over this way. Obviously we have our fishing setup from summer camp, right? 'Cause why not?
We try to keep some like lifestyle.
Cool. Like this one is super cool. It's like a watercolor painting almost that somebody did for us. Don't know when, but
So nice.
it's hand drawn, you know, like
Yeah.
hand done art. Then these are cool too, because these are our catalog covers throughout all the decades. So this is the very first catalog that we ever did back in 1974. This was back when we were still in Saugus in California, and then in '75, you can see was when we made the switch to Williams, Arizona. So two from the '70s, '80s, '90s, 2000s, and then that's actually our most recent one. So this is like our little history hallway section. So, and of course, gotta show off the Gladiator when we can.
Yep.
I mean, not much over this way. That's my office. So we got the little RCs. Oh, these are actually pretty rad.
Yeah. Just 'cause it's cool.
Dude,
Like-
this is how I